Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks and welcome to the match preview for. Not talking about Bahrain, thank God. Al Hilal. I mean, it's not like it's any better. But yeah, we play Al Ettifaq, who was actually a team, that was coached under Steven Gerrard, now being coached under Saad Al Shahri. Funny enough. So yeah, talk about how things turns around. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get into that. You already know what to do, guys. Subscribe, press the alarm bells for future content notifications, like and comment your way. Go check ZeerTalks socials, and inshallah you're well wherever you may be. Oh, I'm sore from gym. I just got back to the gym this weekend. It's hey, but hey, listen. I say we begin. Yeah, listen. Let's talk about this game now. Obviously, last game when we played, we lost 3-1 to Al-Nassr. Ronaldo scored a break. I actually played very well too. Our defense was pathetic. When we had the chances, we never took them. We looked pretty toothless regardless. And Jesus' in-game management was pathetic. But that's nothing new. And now apparently, just when I thought that this guy could have been sacked, nope. Fahad bin Nafel, apparently, I mean, it's reported. I mean, I don't know how much I should believe it, but apparently, behind the scenes, he's actually accusing the players more than he's accusing the manager. He thinks the La'abin are not showing any effort and any fight for this manager. Which, I mean, listen, I had this discussion with a friend of mine in university. Big up to you, Salah, Habibi. Listen, he's not wrong to blame the players. However, what I told my friend is, like, at the same time, the players are going to be acting like this the more we don't get results because of what the manager does. That's my concern. Like, the more dumb decisions managers make, how are you supposed to be respected? You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. Now, if it was one or two, okay, cool. ما في مشكلة. And if he didn't do much wrong, cool. But المشكلة, he's done so many wrongs. للأسف, he's done so many wrongs, and it's been costing us this season. Like, it's got to a point now, low-key, I think he's headed with the Brazil national team. He's been linked with the Brazilian national team, and you can clearly tell something's wrong. So if it was up to me, I'd get rid of him from now, even though it's end of the season. But hey, this is one of them ones in which I'm pretty sure we're not going to win Aswi. We're just not going to win Kasida Aswi, or I should say Abdal Aswi. We're not going to win it, man. We're not going to win the Asian Champions League. If anyone thinks we're winning Asian Champions League, you got nothing coming. Bro, in a week, no, I wouldn't say a week. So in the 25th, we play Guangzhou and Jeddah, right? In this Champions League game. I want to see what position they are in the league right now at the moment. They're third. So they're having, I'm guessing, either, I don't know how good they're really playing, but from what I heard from Warrior, they look pretty, they seem to be pretty attacking and pretty decent, right? That's what I was told. Big up to Warrior as well if you're around in the chat or in the comment section watching, whatever. But, like, how am I supposed to be filled with confidence? So at this rate, if you want me to have hope, then the only solution is a new face. Now, funny enough, Blay actually did an interview. He did it with, I believe it's called Nadina Zahr. I believe that's what it's called. And one of the questions he was asked was if إذا المدرب المسؤول عن كل الخسارة اللي عندنا, which means if he is the reason to why we've been losing. And Blay basically said لا, اللاعبين اللي مفروض يكونوا مسؤولين وحتى أنا مسؤول على الشغل اللي أسويه. Basically, long story short. Now, which is, he's saying he's taking accountability for his action, which, you know what, I respect. I actually respect it. I'm not going to be one of them disingenuous guys. I respect it. يعني احترام, I have to be fair, you know? But at the same time, like, do you mind, like, showing it on the pitch? You know what I mean? Showing it on the pitch. You know, actions speak louder than words. That's the way I see it. يعني معلش. يعني if I'm being honest وأكون صريح مع كل شخص, that's how it should be. When you say something, you try to actually act on it. You don't just say it as if it's like some kalam يكون فاضي. What's the point? Well, what's the point? Generally, what's the point? So yeah, and then he was also asked about if اذا في فرصه اذا في فرصه يكون فيه صداره بالنهايه الموسم ونفوز الدوري. He said yeah, because apparently there's so many teams, which basically says there's a chance of winning the league and basically being on top at the end of the season. He's like yeah, because you know there's teams that's fighting. Like, well, if I look at the table right now, based on what he was saying, so Etihad 62, so we're behind them by 5 points, and Nasr that is wait 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, yeah, 5 points. So then 8 points is in Nasr, and yeah, Qadsiya 10, and Al Ahli is 12. So he's saying the difference by 12 points, and there's 8 games left. But the way I see it, I'm looking at this table right now. The only teams who can really have a go for the league, if Al Ittihad was to choke, which I don't see them choking, especially today, because today they play against Al Aroba at home, I can see them getting a win. You know what I mean? So that more like 7 games. But we continue. Only Al Hilal if Al Ittihad was to choke, and Al Nasr. But we can all and the Qadsiya, but we can all acknowledge that none of these 3 teams are capable enough, based on performance, to actually catch up to Al-Ittihad. So for me, the way I see it is Al-Ittihad فازوا الدوري للأسف الشديد. I'm being honest, guys. يعني للأسف, I don't want to say this, but Al-Ittihad بيفوز الأبطال ما الأبطال الدوري السعودي. They just are. They just are, man. They're going to win Dori Saudi, man. They're going to win the Saudi Pro League. So why are we trying our luck? Yeah, we can look possibility. Yeah, this, yes. And I get it. You're a player. You have to have top mentality. You have to believe all this stuff. I said the same thing with Thomas Muller when he said what he said about the Champions League tie. But at the same time, there are ways in doing it, man. You know what I mean? And I just feel like you got to be like realistic with yourself. Like, if you say you're going to do it, then you have to show it. Now, are they going to show it? That's my question. Also, we have to keep in mind, there's a few situations going on at this club. For one, apparently Milinkovic-Savic, the reason why he hasn't been performing this season is because apparently out of all the foreigners, he's getting the least paid. Now, if that's true, that's first of all, that's crazy. And two, that basically means that, I mean, you don't get it too. I get you're here for the money. Everyone's here for the money, but like, you're technically then one of them guys that don't care to play for this club unless it's for the money. Now, if that's the case, then you can piss off. But I hope I'm wrong because I have your shirt. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that one. And now back to the second point I was going to make, which I actually forgot now. But, yeah, the point is, I just remembered now. We have also the keeping in mind, Salim Al-Dosri's contract as well. He's still yet to extend. Is that going to play a role in how he performs? I hope not. Inshallah, la. I mean, to be fair, he's been one of our better players. Now, has he been consistent like I would like him to be? No. However, he has been one of our better players. And when he does turn up, he does turn up. When he does try his best, he tries his best. That's one thing I will give him. You know? لما يلعب بروح he shows that leadership quality, I'm here for it. I just need him to actually, when he finds a teammate that's open and you're in a sticky situation, actually release the ball, pause, right? And when you get an opportunity, actually convert it. That's all I ask from Salim Al-Dosri. Otherwise, I have no problem with Salim Al-Dosri. Wallah al-Azim. I really don't. But, you know, this Salim Al-Dosri thing is why I don't really like putting him in greatest Saudi players to ever play. I think that people overdo this, wallahi. This is just my opinion because of these things I just mentioned. But that's a different discussion for a different day. Now, about the Ettifaq, I say, before we get to the lineup, I just talk about the Ettifaq really quickly. Now, they drew 1-1 to Qadsiya, and that was their own derby in Dammam. Or I should say in Khabar, not Dammam, in Khabar. Wijnaldum scored for the Ettifaq. And listen, man, Wijnaldum has been in a goal-scoring spree, I have to say. I mean, he even scored like recently against the Nasser as well. I think he scored twice, actually, I believe. So, yeah, but key names to look out for, obviously Demarai Gray, Toko Ekambi, Mukhtar Ali, Wijnaldum, Medrian, and even Hendry at the back from, although he has a yellow card. I don't know if he will play. And yeah, those are the names I would say look out for Ettifaq, personally. They also have Abdel Ilah Al Malki at their team, who was with us. So is he? I think he's with them on loan. Actually, I think he's still with them on loan. So yeah, so we're still technically ours. But yeah, those are the guys I would say look out for. And Ettifaq right now they're 8th. I mean, yeah, it's just whatever. You know what I mean? Oh, I hope I didn't mute. No, I didn't mute. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Yeah, see? Yeah, okay, I'm good. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so it's one of them ones in which we're already in a sticky situation. We need the win. We need the win. We need the win no matter what. And this is why we have to be careful with what we do. Anyway, this is going to be my lineup, guys. It's going to be my lineup. Let me remove this banner one sec. Now, Bono, طبعا بكل حارس. He's going to be in goal. Dima Bono settings. He actually did save us in the Nasser game. فالله يعطيه العافية. Now, I'm not playing Hamad Eliami right back. I'm sorry. I can't do that. I'm sorry. That guy, listen, I know he had a good game against Pakhtakor, but bro, against the Nasser and them, bro, I have to keep it a stack. Poor. He gets caught out in transition, and he's gonna get caught out in transition in this game. I just told you there's Toko Ekambi and Demarai Gray and the man. Like, don't think he ain't getting caught out in transition. He'll get caught out in transition. Now, I know Shahrani probably will, but I feel like positional awareness, he's better than him, and also he can provide a good cross himself. I know Yami can too, but I need Shahrani for the experience element. Like, I'll just keep it a stack. Lodi, obviously, left back. Blehi, I appreciate the mentality. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention. He mentioned as well in an interview that he's two different type of guys. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to believe that or not. It could be a PR thing, but basically, when he's on the football pitch, he cares too much about the Hilal, so he does the shithousery stuff. But like, even then, he does it too much. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, he must. So I don't want to like take everything he said too seriously. I'm going to take it with a pinch of salt. Timbuktu should be playing over him, is my point. Now he's available. No accumulation of yellow cards. Play him. Koulibaly plays, obviously. Kennu and Savic in the pivot. Now, where is Ruben Neves? I thought you rated Ruben Neves. Well, unfortunately, he got himself a yellow card, which means he's missing the game because it's accumulated amount over the previous games. Hey, but this is what happens when you make Ruben Neves work out of everybody and nobody else is helping him in defense nor in midfield. Jesus, ألف مبروك. Congratulations. Anyway, Kyle Cesar has to play. I'm not trying to see Malcolm on the right and all. No. He plays better in the middle. I ain't hearing this. Malcolm needs to be in the middle, and he needs to get his shit together, by the way. He needs to get his act together. I swear down, bro. Because this guy, I don't know what it is, bro. He does all talk, no walk these days. Yeah, you'll see some games he'll perform. But I'm talking about consistency. Where's the consistency? Where's the consistency that you had last season? I need it back. Seriously, man. But he ain't the only one. Anyway, Salim plays alongside on the left-hand side, sorry. Obviously, Qad, you know what I mean, captain. Anyway, Mitro up top. Now, people are asking, why Mitro? Mitro was like one of the worst players on the pitch. I get it, but here's the problem. These men are going to cross the ball. خلينا نكون صريح. خلينا نكون يعني عاقل. All right? They're going to cross the ball. These guys are never going to play it like to feet. If you played it to feet, okay, I hear it. But they're going to cross the ball 24/7. And I don't mean driven. I actually mean over-the-top crosses. And you need a Mitrovic for this stuff. You do. You just do. So, but I will say this. If he does not perform, then wallah al-azim, we need to start having conversations. We do. And I'm not saying this because I don't rate him as a striker or anything. I'm saying this from a fitness point of view because what he went through, and for him to be back and playing this poorly is, I mean, it's not good for his health and it's not good for the team. I'm looking at it in both ends. So, yeah, I'll put it to you this way. He better perform or we're going to have to start having conversations about him. And I hate to have that type of conversation because I really appreciate him at this club. Last season, one of our better players. At the start of the season, one of our better players. Before he got injured at the Ettifaq game. So, yeah. Now, what do I predict? I am not going to lie. We need to respond, but are we going to respond? I really doubt it. And I think Ettifaq are going to hit us on the break and score a couple. I actually think this game, 2-2 draw. I don't see us winning for some reason. Bro, we've been poor. We've been so poor. Like, I've come to accept the fact, like, there are going to be games in which we choke. This might be one of them. Oh, but I don't think we'll lose because I think Ettifaq are gettable. Even though I will say they are a type of team that sits back and hits on the break, but at times their defending could be poor. So let's see. I'm saying 2-2 regardless. Anyway, ya jama'at al-khair, you know what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bells for future content notifications, like, comment your way. Go check ZeerTalks socials and inshallah you're well wherever you may be. Now I'm gonna bounce. شوفكم على خير.